Hi again, I'm Chris, CTO of Evaluate, and in this feature spotlight we're looking at insights. So the insights feature was released a few days ago now, and it was an important one for me personally for a couple of main reasons. One is because the score itself that someone gets on a test isn't the most important thing. It's more important to look at how did that candidate go against a broad range of other candidates. So you could have an easy test that someone gets a good score, or you could have a hard test that someone gets a bad score in. But what you really want to know is how did that candidate compare against everyone else. So that's one side of it. The other side is getting insights into the questions and tests so that we can sort of support our feedback loops and look at, okay, what questions are sort of a little bit too difficult or a little bit too easy, and sort of progressively improving the tests that we're offering in the test library. So let's have a quick look at the report. So I'm going to have a look at a test that, let's say this candidate did quite well. So we've had the score here, 15 out of 16, so we've had that always. But what we've introduced is now this median score. So the median score for this test of all candidates is 10 out of 16. And we've also introduced this additional box here, which shows the user's rank. So this user scored 2nd out of 12 candidates for this test, which puts them in the top 10% of candidates. In addition to that, for each one of these questions, we can see down the bottom what percentage of candidates got this question right. So for this one, 82% of candidates, of the 11 candidates, got it right. They got this one wrong. Only 45% of 11 candidates got this one right. So it's not such a big thing that they got this one wrong, because it was clearly a bit of a hard question. So if we go back to the dashboard, I'm going to look at another one. Let's look at one that did quite poorly. So this candidate got 3 out of 16, which put them 12th out of 12 people, and in the bottom 10% of candidates. The color of the bar around the outside here is also an indication of how well they went. So from 0 to 40% is red, 41% through to 70% is orange, and 71% to 100 is green. So it's just, again, we're trying to keep this as quick as possible so that as soon as you see the test results, red bad, orange intermediate, green good. So that's that first part of it, which is looking at insights into the test results. The next part is tests. So when you look at a test, either your tests or in the test library, you'll see this column insights, and if you hover over, you'll see the number of candidates and the median score. So this test here, median score is 30 out of 47, and 18 candidates have done this test so far. So we can roll through and see the median score, number of candidates. We use this one quite a lot because if you see a median score that's too low, then it means that this test is probably a bit too challenging, and we've got to look into it and make it a little bit easier, or look at how the questions are worded. Maybe the questions are a little bit confusing. It's also important to make sure that there's enough candidates, because the more candidates you have that have done that test, the more confidence that you have that the insights are valid. So if we want to go even more granular, then you go down to the question level, and we've got the same insights column. And here you can see what percentage of candidates got the question correct. So if we have a look, let's say this question here write function fewest characters excluding keywords. Only 15% of people got this, or 15% of the 19 candidates got this question correct. So there's a good chance that this one's probably a little bit too challenging, and we need to look at maybe replacing this question out. Okay. So that gives you just a quick snapshot of how we're using these insights. If you have any feedback for us on how you use the insights or things that you'd like to see, or just general feature requests for the Evaluate platform in general, we'd really love to hear from you. And until the next one.